you tell stories to your kids tell stories of what happened in school. We read kids stories at bedtime when they're young, and so on and so forth. And we tell stories, and everyone tells stories. And you know, a lot of the news we hear sounds like news, but it's really about stories about what happened. And you know, you come home and you talk to your husband, or your husband comes home, he says, well, you never guess what happened when I was in the supermarket, and so on. So stories are how we kind of it's how we make sense of our lives. It's how cultures, by the way, cohere, because we tell stories they kind of help people understand how the culture works. We tell people who we are when we tell stories, even though we don't mean to, because you know, what we find interesting about the story we're telling, whether it's about the supermarket or about your grandfather or about something you've just heard, or the plot of a movie, and people hear who we are. So stories are huge, they kind of bind you together. But the really good thing they do is if they're interesting and if they told well, you can't not listen.